Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you, and welcome to the very special edition of the Absurdity Observer. It's the Christmas edition. Mitch Varrigan's, well, he's not here tonight. He's probably at home crying in his pillow. He didn't get what he wanted for Christmas last year. Well, here we go. I'm going to start off with one of my favorite all-time toys. They are making Mr. Potato Head gender neutral. Hasbro has announced they are dropping the Mr. from the logo and overall brand to promote gender equality and inclusion. Now, it's a potato, folks. Gender doesn't matter. Okay, what's next? Oh my goodness. The G20 has already begun preparing for the next pandemic. On November 15th and 16th, 2022, leaders of the G20 met in Bali to discuss, among other globalist topics, the importance of vaccine passports to facilitate seamless international travel during times of health crisis. Who are these people? Okay, let's move on to the next one, folks. Better not eat this while I'm talking. Emergency Act hearing reveals that Canadian Minister of Justice and Attorney General of Canada, David Lametti, that guy, proposed using the Army and even Army tanks to retake the streets of Ottawa, a stark contrast to the hot tubs and bouncy castles the Freedom Convoy brought in. Well, I find that's a little extreme. Lametti, when he was a kid, he liked playing with tanks and guns and stuff like that. So, I can understand why he would do that, because that's just in his head. And by the way, not always on the good list. What else do we got up here? Oh my, hang on a second. Prime Misinformationer Justin Trudeau lies under oath during the Emergencies Act hearing, claiming he never called the unvaccinated names.
Would you agree with me that one of the most important roles of a prime minister is to unite Canadians and not divide them by engaging in name calling?
I did not call people who were unvaccinated names.
Mais il y a aussi des gens qui sont farouchement opposés à la vaccination.
Qui sont extrémistes.
Qui ne croient pas dans la science, qui sont souvent misogynes, souvent racistes aussi. C'est un petit groupe, mais qui prend de la place. Et là, il faut faire un choix en tant que leader, en tant que pays. Est-ce qu'on tolère ces...
Liars. I tell kids, don't lie. If you tell the truth, things will always work out. But once you start telling a lie, then you have to keep telling a lie. And then the whole thing your whole life just turns into a lying isn't good. There's two sides to every story. You have to check it out for yourself. And that's the beauty of Druthers News. They give you places you can check. You can check the government websites. You can check all these other websites and learn for yourself. Don't let someone tell you what you should know for yourself. And speaking of naughty, the video of Chief Officer of Health, Dr. Kieran Moore, partying maskless emerges days after asking the province to mask back up. The hypocrisy, my goodness. Okay. Here's a funny one. At least I find it funny. Apple releases a pregnant man emoji. For all those pregnant men out there. I could be using that emoji, but I think it'd be more like a cookie man, a guy who eats lots of cookies. How could I say that? I think there are men who turned into women. No, women who turned into men and then decided they could then they realized they could still have babies, which means they're not really a man. So I don't understand why they would turn into a man so they could have a baby. Maybe some woman turned into a man to have a baby. I don't know. It's puzzling. I'm going to have to ask Mrs. Claus that one. A new study titled Fertility Declines Near the End of the COVID-19 Pandemic finds that there was 14% decline in births in 2022 compared to the previous year. I guess that's why production's down in the toy factory. I know someone also who's worried about their fertility declining. And he's been on the good list for 48 years. Friend of the show, Mustang Tim. I know where he is right now. Let's go check in with him at the sperm bank.
Hi, yeah, I just thought I'd come down here and just check things out. Reading in the newspaper there just recently that they were saying fertility was on the decline, so I just wanted to make sure my swimmer's okay, just make sure I'm good, everything checks out that way.
If you want to know, that's great, and we'll be happy to show you, but in order to do that, you're going to have to give us a sample of your swimmers.
Well, okay.
We have varying media at your disposal. We've got National Geographic, Popular Mechanics, we've got the Sears magazine.
Do you happen to have Road and Track?
As a matter of fact, we do.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave you to it, and I'll just be outside the door whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Tim, we've got your results here.
Okay.
And I've got some great news, and I've got some not so great news.
Okay.
All right, the great news is your swimmers, your soldiers, they are so ready to do battle.
Okay.
All right, the not so great news is there's a lot of them, and they're backed up. Your plumbing is backed right up. Are you sure you're not in a little bit of discomfort there?
Well, no.
Can you cross your legs for me, sir, so I can have
Cross my legs just fine, yeah.
You're sure? Okay, all right. So do you have a wife then?
No, I don't have a wife, no.
Okay, girlfriend.
I don't have a girlfriend, no.
And because?
I've been trying to go on dates. I don't have
Okay, how about a mistress?
I don't have a mistress, no.
Surely you've got a booty call.
You can't, no, I don't. I've been going on dates. I've been going on online dates. I drove to Buffalo.
You have to make some kind of progress in the field.
You know what, you folks, just forget it.
Oh, Mr. Tim. Oh, Mr. Tim. Mr. Tim. What are you doing tonight?
What did you say?
I said, what are you doing tonight?
Whoa, Mustang Tim. Whoa. Sorry, I didn't know you were in the room there when you were we were cutting to you. Sorry. Now it's time for a new segment called Santa About Town. It's a good one. Watch this. Recently, I went downtown Toronto to give the gift that keeps on giving.
Wow, where are we? Wow, we're in the big city now. Hey, folks, how's it going? Druthers News. There you go. Have a great day. There you go, buddy. Good to see you. Paper for you and your family. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Good to see you, kids. How are you? High fives, high fives. Oh, you guys are great. What are you talking about? Oh, everything. Hey, oh. Oh, who's the one? Oh, wow. Do the gritty. Oh, there you go. All right, kids. How are you, folks? Druthers News and Information here. Just checking out the Christmas season. Do you know about Druthers News and Information? Well, this is a Druthers button, and this is my Druthers camera, and this is our newspaper. Did you kids get a Druthers newspaper? Oh, yes. And as you can see right here at the top, Druthers, it means your own way, preference, or choice. That's the meaning of Druthers, and it's also a great newspaper.
I appreciate you guys being here. The most independent paper out there.
That's right.
That's it. And I'm glad to be part of it. So.
Well, me too.
Yes.
You know, I finally realized Christmas is all about spreading the truth.
Spreading the truth.
Love.
Yes. And gifts
freedom,
of knowledge.
Gifts of knowledge.
You betcha.
I love this guy.
Oh, yeah, you betcha.
He was a rock'em sock'em robot guy.
I've been there since day one and then some, all right?
Where'd that guy go that was hugging me and stuff? Hope you find your brothers. Everybody needs to. Whoa. This is the tipping point right here. This is where everyone comes and tips. Big smile. Say a big shout out to anyone out there today.
Germany.
Well, shout out to Germany. We send our newspaper out there. Did you know that? Let me get you a copy. Big smile, cheese. Well, I think Santa is that way. And I think there's another Santa here. I don't know. Is that a strange thing? Two Santas being in the same place at the same time? It could be. I kind of wish I would have brought my skates in today. It is a beautiful day. It's been quite a long time since I've been out on the ice here. It's Nathan Phillips Square. Anyone want to... Druthers News and Information. Have you heard of us? There you go. Skating's easy. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it and just go. Druthers fans, aren't you? Well, it's been a great day down here in the city of Toronto. The people they're all wonderful. I haven't seen too many masked people today, which means I think some of them are really getting what's going on here. So, everybody, please have a wonderful holiday. Be kind to each other, hug one another, and love one another. Be truthful, and things will all work out just fine.
Didn't I tell you that'd be fun, folks? Some people have too much fun at the holidays, and I'm one of them. All right, let's get back to the paper, folks. Oh, yeah. Tested positive after her 5th shot. Oh, excuse me. Now, here's a shame, my goodness. CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky was tested positive for COVID with symptoms less than 1 month after receiving her 5th COVID shot. After her 5th shot, she probably got it after her 1st shot. She probably got it after her 2nd shot. She probably even got it after her 3rd shot. But to do it 2 more times and get it 2 more times, how crazy can you be? Like, how many times has Trudeau had COVID? Like, come on, people. I think they're using COVID as an excuse to get out of the public's eye. And they don't really have it. They're just getting out of the public's eye because things are heating up under their pants. Sorry, Mrs. Claus. I sometimes, you know me, sometimes I get a little crazy when people are being crazy towards my people. Pfizer's president of international markets, Janine Small, admits at European Parliament hearing that they never tested to see if the COVID vaccination prevents transmission. That means they turned everybody into guinea pigs. They didn't test it, folks. You're the tests. It's how can they get away with this? How can Pfizer get away with this? I don't care if people sign agreements that they can't sue these people. That should be turned around and these people should be come after. I would also like to thank the person who writes the Absurdity Observer for Druthers, T. Lynn. I remember her when she was just a little girl of 5. I snuck into her house and she caught me by the tree, and oh my goodness, she was so surprised. And ever since then, well, I've made sure she's always doing okay, and she's always been okay. So thank you, T, for the Absurdity Observer and everything else you've given the world. Merry Christmas. To whom it may concern. Well, you know, everything concerns me, Doug. And I'm going to read your letter here and see if we can settle it out and get this problem fixed. Your nonsensical rag of misinformation is 100% unwelcome in my mailbox. The future trespassing on my property will be reported to the RCMP along with this email. Remember, this is private property. You have not been invited, nor have you been given permission to place anything in my mailbox. Ooh. Am I invited if I come and drop presents off this year, which I probably won't? We have another letter from Carol Pratt. I remember Carol. She was a good little girl. They're all good. You know, there are no bad children. They are great from 1 to 5, and then once you put them in the educational system, that's when they all kind of go nutty. But let's get back to Carol Pratt, who has to whom it may concern letter, and you know I love those to whom it may concern because everything concerns me. I recently received a copy of Druthers newspaper. Oh, good for you, good for you. Please do not put that far-right, conspiracy-laden BS crap in my mailbox again. Maybe I can put one under her tree this year. That would be a lot easier for her. As a senior citizen, my goodness, one of my folk. As a senior citizen, I have seen and heard much in my life, but never have I witnessed such extreme, mind-blowing rhetoric that is being shoved down everyone's throats these days. She must be watching the CBC. Well, listen, Jenny, there's not much I can do about this. I suggest to you, being a senior citizen, and I know how that is, turn off your hearing aid and close your eyes, and everything will be fine. You won't have to see or hear anything anymore. Have a Merry Christmas. Before I go, I just want to tell you, I got Mrs. Claus a little present. Same with me. So we're going to be matching twins. She loves it when we're wearing the same outfits. Let me show you. She's going to love that one. We'll be hugging all night long. Have a great Christmas. We'll see you soon, folks. Love one another, hug one another, and be good to one another. Tell the truth. Have a wonderful Christmas and a Druthers New Year. See you soon.